We arrived at the forest, time to charge the batteries a little bit because my knee is starting to hurt from getting in and out of the van. The conversion is starting to take its toll, and in the meantime I'm gonna share some tips on how to make better one-wheel videos, so stay tuned. And one of the first tips that I want to give you, if making one-wheel videos with a GoPro and it's sunny like this, you really need some ND filters. I have 3, ND8, 16 and 32, and it's really easy to use. It's like kind of a sunglass for the GoPro, and it just goes on like this. And what does this do? It actually creates a really cool motion blur when you're riding. The stuff that's passing by sometimes can be really harsh and sharp, and these things kind of make sure that it's nice and motion blurred. So let's go. And one of the additional benefits of having these caps, these ND filters on, is that they actually protect your lens. I have the GoPro Hero 8, which doesn't have an interchangeable lens, and if something would hit my lens and it breaks, I should replace my GoPro. And with these caps or these ND filters, I actually protect my lens from scratches or breaking or anything else, so goody. To get the full picture, you really want to go for that super view mode. Now while I'm talking, I just have the widescreen on, but when you're filming your feet and the one wheel, you really want to get all the action in there, and you want to go for the super view on the GoPro because that gives you the full spectrum of the one wheel. Otherwise you're cutting off your wheel or other stuff, and the main focus is on the one wheel, so you really want to get all the one wheel in there. And with this wide angle, it just doesn't catch all the action. So, ooh, what do we have here? A nice bridge. See if we can do something here. When making one-wheel videos, you really want to have some other shots than just the action of the board, and for that we are just gonna set up the camera in different angles and different positions and just ride by them. It takes some effort to set up the camera to go back and forth, but it really makes your video look a lot nicer than it would if you just film by filming your feet or your one-wheel. So if you have the super view on the selfie stick, you really don't want to tilt it too far, because as you can see with the super view now, everything here in my hand and the stick becomes visible. Always make sure that you point the camera like in a smaller angle, that you don't have all the stuff down below in the image. That makes it a lot cleaner and will make sure that your videos look a lot cooler. And if you're making a video with your one-wheel pint, I can definitely advise you, in between the shoot moments, try to take it slow and easy, because that will save you some battery, and then you have some more time to make your video, which is always nice because there's always a few shots that you need to redo. So in between the sessions, take it nice and easy, just put in an effort while you're shooting, and then save some battery on the way. Woo! It feels really awkward to commit to that because I never tried that with the XR before as well, and the XR is a lot more stable, and with this rounder wheel automatically the board starts to do this, which makes it tricky. If there is one thing that I could change on the Pint, it would be the sensitivity of the sensors. I never have that. With the XR you just jump on and boom! I don't feel comfortable enough doing this on the Pint yet. I'll first have a go on the XR. Don't want to break any legs or bones. Let's go cruising. That was the deal I made with myself today because my knee hurts a little bit, so let's take it easy. But I still have some tips and tricks for you, so don't leave! When you're filming your board down by the ground, always try to mix up the angles. Try to do a front shot, a back shot, side shots, move with the camera. Do all sorts of stuff to make it interesting, because that's what really makes your movie come to life. And the more different shots that you have, the more different shots you can play around with in the edit. So that's really cool. Found me a spot with some loose gravel and sand, and that's always nice to play around with. So let's see if we can slip and slide in this area. Oh my freaking god, I forgot my camera on top of my car and I drove away, didn't feel a thing, and when speeding up I just felt it falling down on the road. It just has some scratches. Luckily I had the ND filter on there. That makes sure that my lens is not scratched, but I can't seem to find my ND filter. It's a small light thing and it probably is somewhere on the ground here. Oh my freaking god, I think I found it. Yep, I found it. And it's freaking fully intact. There's not a scratch on it. How's that possible? The lens is perfect. And it still fits on there. Oh, this made my day. I have a little chunk of my GoPro, but I can still use it, and the lens is fully intact. It was on here, on top of the car, and it fell down in the middle of the road. Luckily, I noticed it, and I was able to grasp it, so goody. What the freak just happened there? So lucky that my GoPro is still alive, and as you can see they are really made for action sports. You can throw them out of your car and yeah, they just survive. So glad that I can still use the GoPro for other movies, so I'll keep them coming. On that note, I love you and leave you, and I see you in the next one. Peace out.